There we go. Woohoo! We are live, people. Hello, hello, hello. Everybody,
Hello.
hello. Welcome to another special interview with DJ. Here today, we have my number one awesome pal right here, my great pal and friend, Dayana. Woo, woo, woo.
Hey
Dayana.
guys.
Wait, Dayana.
Hello.
First of all, are you wearing my shirt?
No, I think you're wearing my shirt.
No, you're wearing my
No,
shirt.
definitely wearing my shirt. I
Today
guess it's safe to say we could be twins.
we're sweating. Woo-hoo! Today, this
Big
awesome
life.
interview is being sponsored by the one and only Alson.mp. If you guys don't know, please check out her website. She definitely have awesome t-shirts and even mugs or jewelry you can name. It's all about the wear, creativity, and wellness of Collide. Yes, once again, the one and only. Get your shirts. It's really cool. She got some great gear. Uh-oh. Definitely check out onto the site. There we go. Speak life and masterpiece. Let it speak to
Yes.
you. So once again, you guys can do an awesome donation or purchase your shirt right here live. She got it for kids too. A little bit of jewelry, a little bit of awesome bracelets, stickers, you name it, you see it, you buy it. So definitely shout out to my beautiful girl, once again, Asaya. So please support my girl right onto her page. So yes. So now it brings me to you, Dayana. Woo woo. So, how are you doing today, and how have you been during this whole beautiful time sake?
I'm good. I can honestly say I'm blessed. We're in a difficult time right now. We're in a very different time right now. I can honestly, truly say that I'm blessed and I'm grateful to be alive, to be doing what I love, and to speak life and masterpiece. So all that, yeah. So that's all I can say.
So I know a lot of people, I can say it best, but a lot of people are going to ask me and pretty much question me the beautiful ultimate question. Who the heck are you? Tell me who you are. Tell me who is this beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I literally hate this question. I hate talking about myself, but okay. So a little bit about me. My full name is Diana, but everybody calls me Day. Um, I am 25, going on 26. I'm an education major. I want to work with kids from K through 8. I'm also a self-taught artist. Been self-taught now for a couple years, I think like 4 years now. Um, who the heck am I? I'm just an introvert and what they say, antisocial extrovert in a way, like Kendrick would say.
And a comedian.
Yes, I love making people laugh. That's my specialty. Like literally, I just love good energy, good vibes, and I just love everyone around me to, experience good vibes and good energy. And that's what I like. That's what I bring. That's my whole motto.
Yes. And how long, that's an actual good question too. How long have you been doing your self-teaching of artwork and such?
Um, let me go through the math. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I would say it's going on 5 years now. Um, it was never a plan for me, honestly. It was never a plan for me. I grew up in a very strict Haitian household, and with most Haitian households and Haitian culture, you're either a doctor, a lawyer, or a police officer, um, something in those line, or a nurse.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm just so into teaching, but yet at the same time, I was just like very into art. And it wasn't until I had an opportunity to work for a nonprofit organization that helped us go into schools and, cater to tutoring and teaching kids in the Newark area. I met my art mentor, Queen, And she literally just like paved the way for me. She taught me everything she knows. She's still teaching me everything she knows. And like literally that's how like it began for me. It took like one day for us to just do a project for the school, which was painting a mural on the wall. And then like since then it just started. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. And then I guess because you based off a little bit of the inspiration of how Queen inspired you and took a journey. And I would like to learn a little bit more of the insight of your inspiration that helps you with your whole artwork as well. Can you show us the page real quick so we can see a little bit while you talk about your inspiration too?
Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Pulling it up now. Okay.
Yeah,
Saying that it's not connected. I don't know if you could share it.
I could go.
Before.
I think I could do it for you.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it's
I
still
have.
saying it's not. This rain is like making everything a little wonky.
You know, right? Alrighty, so everybody see. Woo-hoo. Awesome. There we go. So everybody, her Instagram is a brighter day with 3 Y's. Please make sure
A
you guys.
brighter day with one Y was already taken. I'm sorry, guys.
So definitely, I think I know which. If I'm correct,
hmm
did you posted the mural piece that you were talking about?
it's not posted. It's not posted, but I can definitely like find it. It's literally like way back 5 years ago. So once I
Okay,
pull that out the catalog, I'll
no
show you. I'll
problem.
probably try to find it through the phone. But like, yeah, those are some of the things that I've been doing over the course of the year. That first picture right there, um, the one with me, yep, right there, the
Yeah,
one next to it. That's the first picture that I took. No, the one next to it.
got you.
That's the first picture that I took after I did my very first sip and paint with Seton Hall University. Yeah,
No. And so,
it
like,
was.
pretty much the beginning of you really branching your art
Mhm,
of teaching, because I know that, like you said, you are an educational major, and
mhm,
this was pretty much your way of getting out of your comfort zone into
mhm.
art, and also in out of your comfort zone of education from the school. And I like,
Yeah.
can you tell us about the whole inspiration impact by how that got to you to wanting to do this journey?
Um, so yeah, definitely. So when I first started, like I said, Queen paved the way for me, but behind the scenes too, before we actually even met, I was like, um playing around with paint canvases and all that stuff. We one of my friends just gave me like some of her old supplies, and I was just like, I'm going to use this because during that time I was actually grieving from the loss of my father.
Hmm.
He had passed away from an unexpected heart attack. So I literally just, I was closed off. I shut my doors, and I literally drowned myself into art. I was always good at it in high school, and it was just a thing for me to like help me heal. So, but after like meeting Queen, and we had like numerous conversations, she's like, yo, you need to like branch yourself out. You need to stop hiding. You need to make your voice be heard. And I was always that little Haitian baby um in her room, just following everything that my parents wanted to do. And like with the passing of my dad, it really like just showed me and woke me up that like, yo, I had to live for myself. Like I can't live for him and his dreams. I don't know, it just clicked for me that way to like live for myself. So like when I went back to school,
Hmm.
I, got myself out of those nursing classes because I was taking those nursing classes, changed to education, to early childhood education, and I started doing art on the side, and that that opportunity to work in Newark fell into my lap, which made me meet Queen, and then it was just like a ripple effect. So she's my inspiration. My dad's an inspiration. I'm an inspiration to myself for the fact that like I want to I want to change the narrative, especially for my culture. You don't have to always follow the norm. You don't always have to be that person that, like, you don't have to just be that nurse. There's plenty of nurses out there, and I respect that field. So I'm not going to disrespect that field by like not putting my whole soul
Yeah.
into it if it's not my purpose. That's just making a mockery of what a nurse is and stuff. And like my sole purpose was to be an artist, and I'm claiming it now. At first I was not claiming it, and now I'm claiming it. People used to be like, oh my gosh, you're an artist, and I'm like, am I really? I was like, I don't
Yeah. And I used to
get
remember I remember you like saying that to me when we first met through doing the Black History Month this year over in the university where Asaya studies. And I was like, pretty much I was like cracking up when you were like saying that, and then I saw you work, especially the one that's right behind you right now.
stop.
The scissor art piece, okay?
Yeah.
Print now. So but because I already know I'm hearing my partner right now. She's like, I want to print. I can hear her right now. She's not even on, but I know I'm gonna get you a print partner. So
Definitely.
yeah. So definitely, you said that to me. And I remember, and this was before I saw your work. And when I saw that scissor piece that's like right behind you, I was like, what? Because when you say something like that, it does not match exactly the art you do. Especially one of my other favorites too, which I gotta get, definitely is the Tupac piece, because I had never seen it in this form. I never seen it in this fashion too. That is like a phenomenal. And can you please tell me like the whole process from medium to, I mean, you tell me about the whole beginnings and ends of this particular art piece, because this is like crazy.
It wasn't that it like in that stage I was definitely going through a period of time of trying to learn different mediums and different ways to construct portraits and stuff, because I'm really into portraits. I'm really trying to like perfect my craft in that field. And it's just like, I don't know, one day I was on Google and I was just like, I was listening to Tupac also, and I was just like, yo, I want to do a Tupac piece. And I was sitting on the floor and I was just like, yo, I want to find a way to like do it, but not so direct.
Yes.
And so I was looking on YouTube and looking at various pictures, and I was like, trying to train myself. So this specific project was literally like a training project for me, trying to train my eye, the way I draw, the different techniques that I use, all that stuff. That's literally that piece. I can honestly say that was like a really great piece that I did, that really touched me, because it was just like, yo, at that moment, I remember I was sitting on my floor and I was just like, yo, I can do this. Like, I can really do this. Like, this is for me.
I definitely truly agree. I noticed too, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm a big crazy freak of studying to every single artist I meet, regardless if they're not known or if they are very well known. I like looking at the details. I notice a pattern of the structure of the topics you choose, even the people that you choose. Even musicians, you did one of like Childish Gambino, of course, and Tupac, and I noticed those artists are commonly known for their empowerment in the Black culture, and they portray that deeply into their music, and it's rooted. And I noticed show an appreciation about the empowerment and the unity of Black culture and the importance, which you did show too not too long ago, how you participated into Newark, New Jersey's.
Yes.
I got to show the folks. She participated in Newark, New Jersey's beautiful Black Lives Matter movement not too long ago. I mean, these photos are, one, let's state the facts. These photos are really, really authentic. They're
Thank you.
different.
I'm actually trying to like I took those pictures myself. Well, not that one. I found that one that really
Yeah.
stuck out to me. But those pictures that really, that really like were sentimental to me because like I took those pictures myself and I was like, working with Photoshop and um specifically with the black girl sitting on the floor, though I'm on the ground. Those were like my favorite too, because like literally how it happened, they literally just sat down and I was just like, whoa. And everybody stopped too. It was just like, whoa, like we need to get these pictures. We like they're clearly saying something, and they sat down without saying a word, and
Yeah.
they just put their fist up and they put their signs up, and it was just like very empowering. And through that whole movement, it like literally inspired me because believe it or not, honestly, first that was my first Newark protest that I was a part of. Like actually walked through, actually like experienced the whole vibe, the culture, the air, the everything about it. That was my first one. Because in like Haitian culture, literally they make us grow up to believe that, if it's not our specific problem, if it's not directed solely
Yeah.
to us, it's not our problem. So we're
Yeah.
just stay in the back end and just like, okay, this is not us. And like even my mom, when she found out after, because I didn't tell her that I was gonna go to the protest because her mindset was gonna go, oh, you're gonna get hurt, everything. Look at what's going on in the world. They're rioting, da 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 da. And so
Mm-hmm.
I didn't tell her until after, and she was just like, "Wow, you went." And like for her to see that I came back perfectly fine,
Mm-hmm.
she saw like, okay, it's not that bad. One, and she saw that I'm fighting for something that I truly believe in. That's like truly important to me.
Yeah.
um I was grown up to like, to not speak up, to be
Mhm.
silent and to like always respect my elders, and it is what it is. And growing up 25 now, seeing our black brothers and sisters dying at the hands of like police brutality, dying at the hands of our own brothers, dying at the hands of like, the whole world, and the
Yeah.
whole world is against us. And, I can't be that person. I can't be that teacher that I want to be telling these kids, we have to fight, we have to do what's right.
Mhm.
During that time working in Newark, I was literally healing these kids through the adversities that they have to go through, but I
Yeah.
can't stand up for them. I can't walk for them.
True. That's true.
I can't protest for them. So I look like the hypocrite. Then I'm doing something wrong, you know? So like it was bigger than me. It was
Mhm.
for my brother who's currently in the South right now. Um, these were for my little cousins. Everything I'm doing is literally paving the way for the children in my family to come, and the children that I teach, that I heal through
Yeah.
like seeing them every day, through like, working with them with art and all that stuff. It's like literally for everyone, for my whole community.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow. That's that's impactful because not too long ago, like Asaya also came onto the page too. She told us her side, and she did like a speech, but she was in a different location as well, and she pretty much said no different from what you had said too. It was a moment of empowerment, embracing, and unifying this world that needs to have a better education about the
Hmm.
issues of being Black in America, the Black experience in America. And some folks don't have the full understanding or education. Just like how you pretty much mentioned, there's some people in their own cultures, just like the Haitian culture, like you said, who feel like if it's not happening to me, then it's not a problem. And I know
Hmm.
that is a pattern into this whole issue, which is another issue. We have to
Hmm.
get out of that mindset of,
Yep.
well, it's not happening to me, is no problem. Well,
Hmm.
it's a thing called domino effect.
Hmm.
One domino is another domino. Right after
Yep.
that, another one. Just because you're far from this one doesn't mean that domino is going to hit you. And we
Hmm.
have to get in that mindset of acknowledging that we're all dominoes. When it
Hmm.
hits one, it hits the other. And
Exactly.
that's our American history. That's our
Hmm.
American society. And I guess for the fact is that you know, people come from different, you know, pretty much, yes, backgrounds, cultures, just even like ideologies or such that they live by. And what I really find fascinating with your work is that you show a blend of how we are naturally equally and divine into the work. And regardless if it's photography or if it's art, painting pieces or such, you are an incredible example of what it means to be an artist, because a true artist is to use your artwork as to stand out and challenge folks and people's minds on any form of topic. It's about being resilient. It's about being rebellious. What you did inside and outside your art room is being rebellious. And that's art.
Yes.
And, yeah, and it's like, I'm very happy and honored that I'm interviewing you, because your story not only enlightens myself or the others, but your story is a true worth to what needs to be known and said. And that brings me to, like, you know, after the experience of the movement, what have you been doing to pretty much impact it even more into your art? Do you see your art a little bit differently now after that experience?
Yeah, I do see it a little bit differently. I always knew that, like, you know, when I wanted to paint, I wanted to focus directly on the Black culture. It's just been my thing. I do like various other numerous works, but like this has been my thing. But like lately, it's just been really sentimental to me. It's I'm sensitive to it because literally I know the purpose. I know why I started. And it's literally to have the people that I help, like my little cousin, through all the works that I do, she sees herself in my pieces. She can literally see herself in my pieces. She doesn't have to worry about, you know, if this is for me, well, I can't relate. She never has to worry about that. She can relate to all these pieces that, you know, I create. And that's what I want to do. And I want to create like a voice for the rebellious, as you would say.
Right.
Because it's time, you know, and now I'm being unapologetically, I can never say that word. I'm being unapologetically Black now, you
Yeah.
know. Like I told you, I was always that quiet hush hush girl, and now at work, I'm able to, like, you know, stand tall, talk about it, you know, teach them, even though it's not my responsibility. I still take time to teach these people that, like, you need to see me, you need to see
Yeah.
this, and you need to see my work. You know, you want me, because my job wants me to, like, you know, do art for them. And I'm like, well, you have to be able to accept all various artwork that I put in and that I put out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's everything I'm doing now is with intention.
Yes.
Intention to create, intentions to speak up, intention to um uh make create a platform for others to speak up and speak
Mm-hmm.
Black and speak proud, because like right now, me and some of my fellow sisters that I work with, we had a hard time, you know, being unapologetically Black. We were always looked at as the problematic Black girl, or concerned. They were always concerned if we would turn out to be that problematic Black girl. And it's just like, yo, we got bigger fish to fry. You're worried about the wrong thing right now. So y'all need to get it together, because we're here. We're literally here.
I
And you're
can't
not
believe
moving us.
on that.
And that's a conversation for a different day. We have time, not too much time, but that's the conversation for a different day. Right. Yeah. So that's basically it.
Cool. And I wanted to show one more piece to the folks too, which is my number one. Well, it's like I feel like every single art piece you make is number one, but this one takes it to another charts, because you did the Central Park 5 boys, and you. It's self-explained. If you guys have not seen, definitely please sit down with your family. Please watch. the When They See Us, that was
Yeah.
directed by the beautiful Ava
Ooh,
DuVernay, and it got actually it was awarded it was Emmy awarded, correct?
I think
With
so. Yeah.
cast. Seriously, I tell you guys, please take the time to go home and watch that as a Friday movie night. I recommend it. It's pretty much going into the insight and depth of these five innocent young black, well, it was four black and one brown boy innocently accused for a crime that they had no or where near to, and practically lost their whole childhood, teenhood. I mean, you name it. They didn't have.
And even if it takes like a couple days, even if you haven't watched it but you are gearing up to watch it, just watch it. It took me literally 2 days to finish that movie. That's how intense it was, and I
Yeah,
completely understand because
very.
it's so real. But please take the time out.
Yes, and I would love for you to tell me about this particular piece and the process of the piece, and just tell me about it.
Yeah, this past Newark Arts Festival with Femme Curators Art, which I'm a part of with Queen, we were focusing on black and brown. The theme was black and brown, the unparalleled truth. And I wanted to focus on the truth of these five amazing black souls that, you know, that their lives were just changed. I was literally during that time when I had the time to think about, okay, what I was gonna paint, it just wasn't connecting to me until I saw this picture.
Mhm.
And I really wanted to portray them in a light. I did it more abstract based, so like every black boy, brown boy can kind of like see themselves in this picture.
Mhm.
Um, that's why with the multi-colored skin tones, I did it like that, and to focus on like the series of black and brown, and then on top of that, I didn't want to add any background to it because I literally
Yeah.
wanted everyone to just see them and to
Yes.
see their story. And I didn't want them looking rugged, looking beat up. I wanted them in suits because literally these are
Mhm.
kings. And like we don't see our black brothers in this light at
Yeah,
all.
that's true.
Yeah, it's a lot happening right now with our black brothers. And
Mhm.
once I started going for it, I just started going for. I started with Corey, and I cried at some you know in some moments because it was like this was like a literally a big deal for me, and I wanted to showcase it and like get it right this time.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
like that night when it was opening night, I had met one of the lovely ladies who worked with prison reform, and she brought it off the top. And she has also worked with the Exonerated Five, and she was like, I want this piece, and like this is what it means to me. I like literally there's a reason why we like met because you're doing this piece. I work with prison reform. This is
wow.
God's work. It was also seen by some of them. I was grateful that they saw
Yeah.
that I was able to showcase them in that light, and it's just amazing that I was able to actually do this for them. I wanted their voices to carry out and still be heard. Yeah.
Your pieces just speak so many volumes. I could keep on going and going and going and going because, dude, like, don't realize that I tell folks all the time when I'm going to show you and interview folks, I'm not going to just show you and interview just anybody. I'm going to show you the people I know and rock
Ah,
with some famous folks, okay?
yo, I
You
really love you, bro. I can't wait to interview you. Let's look. We gonna get on you soon, okay? We gonna do a red talk, black talk, red tape. What's it called? Black table
a
talk. We
black
gonna do
table.
something. Yes. Yes, we're gonna have artists come together and we're just gonna vibe out. I appreciate you. See, I can't take compliments without, marrying it right back.
Yeah,
So this is a lot. I gotta let you have some of this too. Yes.
100%. We got to manifest it. We're going to manifest it, you know? Look,
Yes.
speak life, okay?
Okay.
Now, look, we have to follow what it says, you know? And that's to the lovely last question. How do you change the world with your art? Not just of today, but also for the tomorrow. How you do it?
It's like how you said it best, by being rebellious, by like being free, by like just literally just pick, just like with me, just picking up the brush and just like get it going, you know, continuing to try. Um, I'm not gonna stay here and say like, you know, it's a walk in the park for me. It's not. Sometimes I have my days where I just don't. Sometimes I have days when I lose momentum, especially right now. You know, there's days that I'm like, I'm just blocked out. But the to change that narrative and to make that decision to keep going, that's all I can do. So tomorrow is just to keep going, to do this, because there's a bigger purpose. It's, like I said, it's bigger than you, it's bigger than me, it's bigger than all of us, you know? Yeah, it's just keep going. And I always tell my friends this too, especially when like they're venting to me about, you know, their troubles. I always tell them, you know, you're going through things, go through them, don't go with them. You know, just go through it. We're always gonna have to go through something, but just go through it, don't go with them, you know. Yeah.
There's the answer right there. The one and only Day.
Shot with a cool song.
Thank you so much for your time. I'm telling you,
so welcome.
It was such a huge honor and blessing to have Dave be part of this special project of interviews, a podcast, whatever you guys want to name. It's just a lovely time to have time with you. And I'm glad we were able to share this with everybody. Please, thank you guys so much for watching my live, supporting every single one of us. Once again, you know my beautiful ending. We're going to love one another. We're going to hug one another virtually, safely, positively, even spiritually. But most importantly, we're going to do art together. Thank you so much, Dave, for your time. I truly pray for you and pray that everything's going safe and continue to be blessful, not just day, but a beautiful livelihood and your own journey of path and such.
Thank you.
I truly appreciate every single one of you guys watching, and staying tuned for next week, Wednesday. I'm going to be doing my awesome classic teachings class. And next week, Friday, I'm going to be interviewing another new artist onto the page. So stay tuned on my Facebook. And you guys have a lovely, awesome day. Bye.